Bum, 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 bum. Sink or swim, win or lose. One thing is certain, we're never giving. Side by side, hand in hand, we all stand together. Boom, boom. Who remembers that one? Hey? How relatable is that to today? There you go. Right, what am I doing today? I am brick shopping, Christmas for a client. Ready to get one in before the turkey. Look at this, lovely. So we're going for a rustic look. Now, listen, when you do these rustic bricks, the contour is imperative. You know, it's the look, it's the actual look of the brick. You know, to bring that out, we're trying to work. We're trying to be consistent with the inconsistency, that's the look. If the clients want sharp lines and lasers, then they go for a wire cut. Something similar, very consistent, like what we're calling here an engineering brick, you know, with wire cut or something like that. But we don't want that. Not everyone, I'm majority work with stocks. It's not everyone's cups of tea. So sometimes I have to be versatile, only sometimes. Right, let's put you down, let's have a talk. Okay. Right, I just want to talk about something. Ladies and gentlemen, the English identity, the white race. England and Great Britain will need children. We are being mass replaced and it's not good, okay? And I'm going to tell you what. And this is something that people just miss all the time, so I'm just stacking these bricks up. Right. What it seems now is this generation where we know the demographics are really low, okay? And whose fault is that? Go on, say, the government, cost of living, etc., etc. Yes, you are correct, but do you not think your forefathers had trouble? Do you not think they struggled post-war, during the war? Do you not think they struggled back in Victorian times? For example, my area, the Great Fire in London, the plague, medieval times. Do you not think we had problems? God damn. People used to live by an open fire with no electric, just candles. They still birthed children. They still birthed children. Now, your role as a man coming into this beautiful motherland is not, like I say in my speeches, if you watch them back, it's not to own the Mercedes or the Rolex. It's to educate yourself, find yourself a woman, marry, have children, educate them, be a role model, bring them up the right way, traditional values, love. Okay, there's nothing better than coming home to a lovely wife, a son and a daughter, or your own kids, family. There's nothing better than that. I tell you, it out trumps you coming home, grabbing your vape, your side parting, picking your Mercedes keys up and going out for a night and running around with these mentality of people who put OnlyFans first or drugs and drink first. Yeah, drugs are for mugs. Okay, and listen to me, people who drink a lot are escaping reality, so they have their problems, but you stay focused and disciplined, because that is the identity of us. That's what we do. So the generation now have chose the god of the pound, and what I mean by that is they're more focused on having the car, having the holidays, having this, having that. And they say the road to hell, what is it? Let me think this right. The road to heaven is hell, and the road to hell is heaven. It's easy and acceptable to be bad and to get caught up in it all. Know your place. Know your place. Focus. Now, what I want you to do is talk to mum and dad, talk to nan and granddad. Do you think they just moved into a 3-bedroom house when they were younger? I'm telling you now, they did not. Talk to them. I bet they say, first house we moved in, we didn't have a toilet. We had damp everywhere. We only had one stove. We had no electric, or we was in a flat. We had terrible neighbours, you know, blah, blah, blah. You didn't get given the house that your mum and dad live in today. They've earned it. They've worked. They started off at the bottom, the English way, wanted to do well, progressed and climbed gradually. And it was sustainable. The kids now want to move straight into a 3-bed house. They want to, 19, 20-year-olds driving around in a brand new motor. It's all about status. clothes do not make the man makes the clothes. Okay? And we're sitting back a moment, we're being demographic replaced, this, now. I'm watching other videos and research, and I think, well, we're not blaming everyone else, but at the end of the day, you're accountable. You're accountable. I know some say, it's hard for living now and the kids to get on the ladder. I mean, it ain't. Save. You don't have to have a brand new 3-bedroom house. You can go get a 1-bedroom studio flat. Listen, I've done it. I've lived 3 in a room before. You have to do it, and you have to build yourself up. Save, work, save. Build up. You climb that ladder gradually. And you have a thriving family around you. A thriving family. What we stand for. Our traditional values. And then kids watch their dad. They watch their mother. They want to be like them. And they want to add their bit to it. That's how we shape the world. Why do you think the white race is under attack? Why do you think? Because we're so productive and progressive. No other race has produced what we've produced, especially the English race. And I'm going to talk about that race and itemise the white race. Do you know why? Because it bloody needs to be discussed. It bloody needs to be discussed. So, think about it as a whole. Do you have to have, especially nowadays with clothing, you can go to Primark and buy a pair of trainers at £10. I'd rather wear them trainers and birth a lovely family and bring my kids up. That's what it's about. Don't get caught up. We've had foreign people design things like that sexual site, OF, is it fans or something like. Women, your bodies are sacred to you and to your partner, no one else. It's not for someone to pay £10 a month to. And see, the social fabric has lost all respect. It needs to come back. Is that a parenting or is that an issue of the individual? I do not know. But girls, come on, have respect for your dads, your granddads, your forefathers and your future partners. Blimey, walking around with it all out to sea, or you can pay £10. Each their own. If that's your direction, and you do your direction, but I'll guarantee you this. When you get older and you marry, you'll be the one moaning going, where have all the men gone? I'll tell you where the men gone. The men didn't want to be walking down with someone who's everyone's seen for £10 a month. Right, men, women want a man who can provide and protect, who is emotional, will never ask someone to perform a task that they can't do themselves. He's not egotistical, not materialistic, protects his family, works hard and provides, and does all that with a strong arm. In other words, no one takes the piss out of him. That's how you've got to be. That is your direction in life. Listen, I've got children, and my boys are a tender age now, and every now and then they fall off the path, I grab them by the collar, and I bring them back on, and it is hard. It is hard, but that is your job. That is your job. That is your job. Trust me. And whatever you do, your work, enjoy it. Because when you enjoy your work, you care about it. When you care about it, you do good work. When you do good work, everything naturally follows you. So remember the natural progression. The natural progression. Buy a studio flat if you're with your partner. Because remember, it's not about the house you live in, it's who lives in the house. It's not about the car you drive, it's the music you have on in the car. Start off at the bottom and gradually build yourself up. Because if you jump in now, as I said before, 19, 20-year-olds driving around in brand new motors. Like, come on. Climb the ladder, make it sustainable, make it fulfillable. Right, and while we're talking about all this, I just want to touch base on something else as well, very quickly. I watched a film the other day about the peasants, you know, the peasants, medieval times, all that bad teeth, and it was showing it. That's incorrect. That's debunked. Peasants didn't have bad teeth. It was like, listen, the peasants' diet back then was off the ground. It was meat and veg. It was very, very healthy. They weren't obese. They were very clean. Because sugar didn't come into the imported here till late 1800s, early 1900s. So what they used to do was only eat meat and veg. And it was so clean, but they were very healthy people. Very healthy. You didn't see many with illnesses like we get nowadays with colds. Immune systems are very strong. In fact, they have to clean their teeth with leaves and chew mint for breath freshener. Do you think the English identity back then used to let themselves go? No, they didn't. They took pride. They took pride in who they was. That's what they'd done. God's sake, women used to sprinkle herb on the ground to help with the scents, the odours. And as I said before, that's how hard people had it. And they still produced families. You know? So come on. Right, anyway. I'm walking around like a nutter. I get these bricks. Got me samples. I'll tell you what we're going to go for. I found these earlier. Beautiful. Look at these, a mixed blend. Look at them. Mixed blend. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. A brick wall is like an old man. Give it a good pair of boots and a good atmosphere lasts forever. So we will put the semi-engineering down on the first two courses, damp course, and I will top the wall off with a brick on edge. There you go. Hopefully the client's going to be happy. Anyway, whatever you do today, make sure it's productive. Remember what I said. Britain, England, we need children. Produce. I love you. God bless you. God bless me. God bless this motherland. Have a good day.